Okay, everybody knows there are great places to wheel in America. But the Johnson Valley OHV area in California is especially recognized. This area is world famous for the Hammers Trails and the King of the Hammers Ultra 4 race. The 96,000 acre area has lots to offer. But this tour is going to focus on a small area of the park.
Woo! Frame twister!
Tiny area in the southwest corner that has great trails, tough obstacles, all within 2 miles or so of your camp spot.
Damn.
Welcome to 4x4 Places with a Jeep named Mr. Green. And this is the Cougar Buttes. To get to the Cougar Buttes, first get to the Johnson Valley OHV area in California. We want to go to the southwest corner of this park. If you are coming from the Los Angeles vicinity, you will first get to the city of Lucerne Valley. This is a great place to gas up before getting into the Buttes. From here, go east on Highway 247 for 5.3 miles to Camp Rock Road. Turn north on Camp Rock Road and go 3 miles to Cambria Road. Most maps show this as Astral Road, but the street sign at the corner says Cambria. Turn east and bear left at every major intersection to get to the main camping area in about 2 miles. But camping areas are everywhere, so just find the spot that you like. The Cougar Buttes are just north of the San Bernardino Mountains and are a series of hills made of decomposing granite. Most of the area is crisscrossed with open BLM land like this. Yes, open means that you can drive or ride wherever you want. There are vast spaces available to camp, with lots of little spots that can become your favorite. The campsites are a great place where you can just relax and enjoy the Mojave Desert. And the night skies here can be unusually amazing. As for the wheeling, well, you can start right in camp if you like. Remember, you can drive anywhere you can get your vehicle to go. Much of the terrain is extremely rugged, probably better for rock climbing and hikes than for driving or rock crawling. But there are still many areas that OHV and rock crawlers will find exhilarating. To get to the area that this tour is mostly about, head southeast and uphill to get into the rocky trails in the Buttes. The trek into this part of the Buttes quickly gets rockier and offers challenges right away if you know where to find them.
Zooming in to the Bullfrog.
The most notable is the Bullfrog Trail, named because of this rock formation found along the path of the track.
Alright, the beginning of Bullfrog.
The Bullfrog entrance isn't remarkable from the top and could easily be missed. But a view from the trail below shows why this can get your blood flowing and sets the mood for what you are going to find in these buttes. The trail is difficult to follow today, unfortunately, because when it was made 10 years ago, the area wasn't as heavily used. The fact that this is an open BLM land and the increase in the use since then makes the old trail almost impossible to follow, even with the BLM markers. But the tribal memory of off-roaders still know where most of the original lines are, and it still hits some of the best obstacles in the area. Some of the obstacles were given names when the trail was originally created. This one is called the Jeep Eater. And this one is the Mechanic's Trench. But most of the trail is just unnamed challenges along the way, much like these. The other marked BLM trail is called Cakewalk, which a cakewalk it is not. The entrance is right next to the Bullfrog entrance, but the trail is even harder to follow these days. Some of Cakewalk's named obstacles are the V-Notch, and the Bowl. One of my favorite named spots on Cakewalk is on the southern end. It is a long downhill run that can be tough to find, but it is worth it when you get there. It's called Death Row. Here is the view from the bottom. From the top, you can't see much more than the horizon until you drop over the first ledge. There is a steep spot, but it's near the end.
Hey, nobody said that I was going to be getting mud on my Jeep. Alright?
So far, I have mostly focused on the four-wheel drive aspect of this area, but motorcycles, ATVs, and UTVs can all find areas that they enjoy as much as I do. Ah, nice! You can legally ride on whatever line that you are comfortable with, so find your fun. So with all the folks doing just that and finding their favorite line, the original BLM marked tracks have been altered and even eclipsed by even more interesting options. I particularly like this one off the old Bullfrog Trail. It is a short gulch with a series of challenges and some options at the south end. This side option at the end of the gulch is one of my favorites and can be quite challenging.
You're up that.
But there are new challenges to be found all over this terrain. This short trail is fairly new to me and is becoming one of my favorite spots in the Buttes. This hill has seen a fair bit of use, but it still doesn't have a clearly defined exit at this point. So just take the line that you like. I ran it a couple of times now, and I can't wait to do it again. Next time, I want to try running up the hill like my friends did. And I appreciate them sharing the video with me. Thanks, guys. If you want to press on into the upper highlands, there are some interesting spots that haven't been explored much by motorized vehicles. The views are great here, and you get to see the highest point in the Cougar Buttes. USGS maps mark this as Rugged Peak. Cougar Buttes has several other named trails to try if you want, like Hammer Down or George's Crack. And Split Finger. But I am sure you will have no trouble finding fun places to wheel in this little corner of a very huge park. So what are your favorite 4x4 places? Please leave a comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed this tour, please subscribe.